Yeah, prolifically born again. Check it. So listen, I was thinking about something, and here's the thing. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you take water and you crystallize it and you put positive energy on it or you put negative energy on it, it shows up differently, right? So when you put negative energy on it, it looks ugly. But when you put positive energy on it, it looks like a flower. It's like crazy beautiful, you know what I mean? It crystallizes really beautiful. So that means that, like, okay, this is what I'm getting at here. I'm one with God. So for y'all that don't believe in God, I'm going to explain something to y'all. Humans are 90, like we're like 85, 90% water, right? We now know that energy can affect water. So that's something to think about now, isn't it? But here's another thing to think about. It's a lot more important. As a human being, now you don't have to believe this, you don't have to think that I'm right about this, but this is what I think. As a human being, you have an obligation to put the energy that you have that the positive good energy that you have within you, you have an obligation as a human being to put that in a specific place as much as you can. So, like, praying for something, like praying for things that are going on, by putting because the more of us that do this, the more we can change the world. And I know this might, for some of y'all, it might be like, yeah, how can one person... Listen, you are more amazing than you know. Like, that's why it's very difficult for people to find any truth in spirituality, because they are so confused about which direction is the true direction to go with. Now, I know it's Jesus Christ, but as a human being, though, you have an obligation. Well, you don't have to. I guess in a sense you don't have an obligation to put your energy... You don't have to do anything, right? Like, you don't have to think about somebody else. You don't have to care about what happens to somebody else, right? So I guess I'm only talking to the people that care. If you're a good person, you have a good heart, but you don't believe in God, this is the first step. Putting your energy in a positive place, specifically pointed at something every day. As a human being, you have an obligation to do this. I want you to think about it. Think about the water thing. Think about the water thing. Think about that. That's been proven. That's a fact. So you think about that. When positive energy goes in the water, it turns either beautiful or it turns ugly, depending on the vibe that goes into it. We're 85, 90% water within us. We're all connected. You know what I'm saying? So when you pray for something, or you know what I'm saying? And honestly, all you got to do is just start talking to him. But you got to do it with an open heart and an open mind. You can't, if you come in stubborn, or if you come in with any pride at all, he's probably not going to talk to you. I'm just going to be straight up. He's waiting for you to put your pride aside. And the rest of us are waiting too. Because we need you. Peace.